Hello everybody, Terry back again with another video. Yeah guys, we just saw the first semi-final between the journeyman, between the Cinderella story, between the one-hit wonder. Yeah, we know now that he's a one-hit wonder. Aslan Karatsev, he ran into the superior world number one Novak Djokovic, and of course he didn't stand a chance. This was never any contest. Like I believed before the match that Novak will win his straight sets, and it was exactly what happened, guys. We are all not surprised. We all expected this outcome. Aslan Karatsev, he basically have one shot, guys, and that is the forehand. He has a firepower on that forehand, but guys, you don't win tennis match only with firepower. Yeah, you can do that against lower ranked players, against inconsistent players, a la Diego Schwartzman, a la Felix Alasime, a la Grigor Dimitrov. Djokovic is not any Diego Schwartzman. Djokovic is not any Felix Alasime. Djokovic is not any Grigor Dimitrov. Djokovic has won 81 tennis titles in his career. 81! For God's sakes, it will not be enough with the same level like Karatsev had against Diego Schwartzman or against Felix Alasime or against Grigor Dimitrov. What did I say yesterday? Aslan Karatsev, he need to serve over 65% first serves in to have a small chance here. If he is under 65% in landing first serves, he will not stand a chance. And with 52% first serves in, of course he will not stand a chance. And of course he didn't. Aslan Karatsev is just... In this match, you could clearly see that the world ranking does matter. The world ranking doesn't matter when you're facing players who are not named Nadal or who are not named Djokovic. But when you're playing these big icons, these big legends, Nadal or Djokovic, in this case Djokovic, the world ranking will be an indicator here, and you will see the difference. And we saw the difference. Aslan Karatsev, he couldn't stand a chance. This was never a match. Aslan Karatsev, he went toe-to-toe with Djokovic for 6 games in the first set when the score was 3-all. But after those 6 games, Djokovic, he just decided, you know what? I'm out of here. You have had enough with 3 games. And he hold his serve, Djokovic, to 4-3, and he actually broke Aslan Karatsev's serve to love in that 8th game of the first set to 5-3, and then in the 10th game of that first set, I'm sorry, in that 9th, when he broke in that 7th game in the middle of the first set, in that 7th game, if I'm counting right here, to love to 5-3. And then in that 9th game of that first set, 6-3, Djokovic served out the first set. Djokovic was beast mode in that first set. But my God, what a first set! 9 winners, 1 unforced error, only 1. It was not Karatsev. He was not playing any flawless good tennis the first set. He committed, I believe, 13 unforced errors only in that first set. You will not come away with 13 unforced errors. Yeah, he was going for the trigger. He was going for his shots because he knows it is his only chance. He cannot duel with Novak Djokovic from baseline. He cannot outgrind Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic, who can outgrind Novak Djokovic? Maybe only Medvedev has a little chance. Nobody else. You cannot defeat Novak Djokovic from the baseline. Nobody stands a chance against Novak Djokovic from the baseline. He just is a baseline beast. He's a baseline machine. He's a baseline terminator. You cannot have a chance against him. And Aslan Karatsev, he was going for his shots in that first set. He was doing more unforced errors than winners, and he did 13 unforced errors in that first set and only 7 winners. So he does 6 more unforced errors than winners, and compared to Djokovic, he does 9 winners and 1 unforced error in the first set. It was never any discussion who was the better player. Novak Djokovic, of course, was by far the better player in that first set and won that first set 6-3. 5-3 after doing 6 aces in that first set. Man, Novak Djokovic, have we ever seen him serve like this? Goran Ivanisevic, he has done miracles with Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic has always had a good serve, always had an underrated serve, but he has never served as good as this. I've never seen Novak Djokovic serve as this good. I swear to you guys, I've never seen. I don't know if is that to do with the surface? Is that to do with Goran Ivanisevic? Is that to do that Novak Djokovic has only been practicing serves on the off season before this US Open started? I don't know. Probably all things combined. One thing is for sure, that I know. Novak has never been this serving great as he's doing at the moment. I've never seen Novak Djokovic being this serve beast like he has been in this year's Australian Open 2021. For me, he is unstoppable. Novak Djokovic was unstoppable when he was not serving this good. Now he has the serve. He's serving as good as Federer, for God's sakes, at the current moment. He's serving. He did 17 serve aces in a match that didn't even take 2 hours. It almost was 2 hours, this match. He did 17 serve aces in a match that was half as long as the match between Tsitsipas and Nadal yesterday. That match was 4 hours. And Tsitsipas did 17 aces yesterday against Nadal in 4 hours. Djokovic does 17 aces against Aslan Karatsev in not even 2 hours. The match, I believe, was 1 hour and 53 or 54 minutes, something like that. Djokovic has improved his serve tremendously. And then in the second set, Djokovic, of course, got the best start. He was up in the lead, 5-1, I believe. He did 2 breaks. He had a 2-break advantage in the second set, but then he kind of relaxed little. Aslan Karatsev, he started to swing freely both with the forehand and the backhand, and he started to cut down his unforced errors in the second set. Aslan Karatsev, especially he started to do more winners. Aslan Karatsev in that second set, I believe he did 11 winners and 8 unforced errors, something like that in the second set. Aslan Karatsev, 8 or 9 unforced errors, something like that. He did it. That second set was Aslan Karatsev's best set. He got a little help from Novak Djokovic. He relaxed a little. He took a little timeout. At least he did more winners than unforced errors in the second set. That was the only set Aslan Karatsev in the entire match where he did more winners than unforced errors, and he took 4 games there. After Djokovic was up 5-1 in the lead, then Aslan hold his serve to 5-2. Then when Djokovic was serving to win the set 6-2, Aslan Karatsev break Novak's serve for the first time in the match to 5-3, and then Aslan hold his serve to 5-4. And then when Djokovic was trying to win the second set 6-4, it was the first time that I ever saw Djokovic in this entire match when he got a little tight. He did a loose game in that 10th game of the second set, and Aslan Karatsev saw 2 breakpoint opportunities in that 10th game of the second set where Djokovic was serving for the second set, and he was trying to break Novak's serve for the second time in that second set. And Novak saved 2 breakpoint opportunities in that second set 10th game with, of course, clutch serving, with clutch performance. Novak Djokovic is the clutch beast, guys. It is not any coincidence why I'm calling Novak Djokovic the clutch beast. He is, for me, the most clutchest player I have ever seen. When the big occasions arise, when the big moments arises, when the big points arises, he raises his level. He will do a service, or he will do a big serve which you cannot return, or he will do a big serve, you will return it, and you will return it short, and he will just step into the court and do a winner with the forehand or the backhand. And he saved 2 breakpoints opportunities in that 10th game, the second set, with huge serving. Aslan Karatsev couldn't do much on those 2 breakpoint opportunities in that 10th game, second set. And in the third set point that he had in that second set, he eventually did a big serve, of course, which Aslan Karatsev couldn't return, and won that second set 6-4. And then it was pretty much over after that. Djokovic will not lose a match love to down against a player like Aslan Karatsev. Djokovic has lost matches love to down before in his career. Not many times, but but it has happened in rare occasions, what I know, when there's been two loves up in the leads. but he will not lose that kind of that lead against Aslan Karatsev. All respect to Aslan Karatsev, he has done a tremendous, great run. It really has been a Cinderella story, but he's not consistent, guys. That is what sport is all about. He had patterns where he played good, especially in the middle of the second set, where he won 3 straight games from 5-1 down and won 3 straight games to 5-4. That was the only time he was consistent for, say, 15-20 minutes. And he was consistent with the help of Djokovic. Djokovic, he took out his foot from the gas pedal and invited Aslan Karatsev. He gave him a little invitation to the party. But that party was only for 15-20 minutes for Aslan Karatsev. And when Djokovic won that second set 6-4, it was more or less over. And Djokovic, he braked Aslan Karatsev's serve immediately in that third set, immediately with love. Aslan Karatsev made a ton of errors in that first game. He gave that first game of that third set to Djokovic for free. And Djokovic then was up in the lead 2-love in the third set. Aslan Karatsev then hold his serve to 2-1. Then he actually braked Novak's serve to 2-all. And that was it. That was his last game that Aslan Karatsev won in the match, in that 2-all game when he braked Novak's serve. After that, Novak he just decided, you know what, man, I am Novak Djokovic with 81 titles in my career, with 17 Grand Slam titles. You have had your fairy tale story here. You have had your 9 games with me, and I will not give you any more games. And after that, Djokovic would never looked back and won 4 straight games, and he won that third set 6-2 with 3 breaks. Djokovic breaks Aslan Karatsev's serve 6 times. 1 time in the first set, 2 times in the second set, and 3 times in the third set. All in all, great performance from Novak Djokovic. Fabulous performance. His first set was beast mode with 1 unforced error. In the second set, he did little more unforced errors. He did 7 unforced errors in the second set, Novak Djokovic, because it is impossible to play like he played in the first set. It is impossible. That was beast mode Novak Djokovic. That was the highest level Novak Djokovic. He refused to miss. He was just in the zone. It felt like he couldn't miss. Yeah, he only did 1 unforced error in the first set. In the second set, he did 6 unforced errors, and in the third set, Novak does 7. In the second set, Novak does 7 unforced errors, and in the third set, Novak does 6 unforced errors in the third set. So entire match, Novak does 14 unforced errors and 30 winners, 16 more winners than unforced errors, 17 serve aces, and 2 double faults. Novak Djokovic is playing a tremendous good match. Was this a huge challenge? No. Aslan Karatsev is too weak of a guy. Yeah, he has won 5 matches, but like I've said, he has defeated players who are very, very inconsistent. Diego Schwartzman is not good on hard courts. Felix Yalassime, we all know that he's very talented but very inconsistent. And Grigor Dimitrov, he's the inconsistency specialist. What has Grigor Dimitrov done in his entire career? He has won 8 titles as 30 years old. He has underachieved the entire his career, Grigor Dimitrov, in my opinion. And Grigor Dimitrov, we should be fair against him. He was pretty hurt after 2 sets against Aslan Karatsev. This match against Aslan Karatsev, now he has realized who Novak Djokovic is. He probably knew this before, because of course he knew what a kind of a beast Novak Djokovic is. But now when he has faced him for the first time, he tasted that medicine on the court, where Novak Djokovic really completely outplayed him and gave him only 9 games. Aslan Karatsev, he didn't do a great match in my opinion. He did, to be honest, he did a bad match. But that is to do a lot with Djokovic, because he did an error-free tennis match here, guys. Error-free tennis match. Aslan Karatsev, he's a big hitter. He has a big weapon with his forehand. That is it. He doesn't have a big serve. He doesn't have a scary backhand. His backhand can be really hard sometimes and flat, but it is not consistent. He does a lot of errors with that shot, the backhand side. He doesn't have the greatest returns. So he is a player with only one great stroke, Aslan Karatsev, and that is the forehand. 52 first serves in against the greatest return of all time. Of course, he will get your serve broken, and which he got 6 times. And all in all, Aslan Karatsev, he does 30 unforced errors and. 30 unforced errors and 24 winners. So he does 6 more unforced errors than winners. So he couldn't do a lot of winners like he did against other dudes like Felix Yassim, Diego Schwartzman, Grigor Dimitrov. Why? Because Djokovic is a defensive machine. It is not easy hitting through him. Guys, to have a chance with Djokovic, you need to start with the first shot. What is the first shot in tennis? Your serve. You need to have a big serve. You don't have a big serve, you will not stand a chance. That's why I was pretty convinced that Aslan Karatsev would not stand a chance. I've seen him play before in this tournament. Yeah, I've been impressed with his ground strokes, especially with his firepower from forehand, but he doesn't have a big serve. You cannot come away with the greatest serve returner of all time with a weak serve. That's why Nadal struggles so much against Djokovic off clay. Why? Nadal takes down Djokovic on clay. Yeah, that's true. Djokovic not defeated Nadal on clay since 2016 Rome, 5 years. But off clay, Nadal has big troubles against Novak Djokovic. Why? Nadal's serve is not top 10 in the world, in my opinion. Nadal's serve is pretty good. It is pretty solid. It is not weak a la Aslan Karatsev, that's for sure, but still, Nadal's serve is not top 10 in the world. Medvedev has better serve than Nadal. Stefanos Tsitsipas has a better serve than Nadal. Nadal comes away with a weaker serve on clay because on clay the serve is not important of the obvious reasons because the surface is slow there and you don't. A big serve will not help you much there. But in fast surfaces, in lightning fast surfaces like Australian Open, especially this year, which the surface is lightning fast, I've never seen Australian Open to be this fast like this year, you need a big serve. And that's why Nadal, he struggles winning these off majors outside French Open. He doesn't have the biggest serve on the tour. So Tsitsipas and Medvedev, they have better serves than Nadal, but at the current moment, Djokovic, like I said yesterday, he is the best server. Djokovic has better serve than Medvedev at the current moment. I swear that to you guys. He has. Djokovic has a better serve than Tsitsipas as well. I swear that. He's doing more aces than Tsitsipas. He's finding the spots better than Tsitsipas. He's serving he's finding the angles. He's serving down the tee. He's serving out wide, you name it, he's doing everything. And he's landing a high percentage of first serve in. I believe he landed 68% first serve in today against Aslan Karatsev. That is a good number. It is almost 70%. Tsitsipas, he landed 62% first serve in against Nadal yesterday. So Djokovic is doing all things, guys. He's really... Man, if Djokovic was hard to defeat a couple of years ago when his serve was not as good as it is at the current moment, how in hell will he lose now with this huge serving? How in hell will he lose now? I don't know. Djokovic, to me, he's the man to beat. He's looking unstoppable. I know that he will have a much harder match against Medvedev or Tsitsipas. I know that because they are, let's face it, Tsitsipas is world number 6, Medvedev is world number 4, I believe. So they will, of course, give Djokovic a much tougher time on Sunday. That for sure. They have bigger serve than Aslan Karatsev. They are more consistent than Aslan Karatsev from the baseline. They have better returns than Aslan Karatsev. And they maybe even have better backhand. At least Medvedev has a much better backhand than Aslan Karatsev. So they will give Djokovic a hell of a run for his money. That's for sure. But I still am holding Novak Djokovic as #1 favorite, guys. He's looking impeccable. He's winning a lot of points behind his first serves and behind his second serves. Today's match he won 71% behind his first serves and he won 71% behind his first serve and 65% behind his second serve, if I'm not mistaken. Novak Djokovic and Aslan Karatsev, how many points did he won behind his first serve? 65%, and behind his second serve, 34%. You will not come away with the difference was here. No, Djokovic wins 62% behind his second serves. I'm sorry, 62%, not 65, 62%. But it is still high number. Compare that with Aslan Karatsev, 34% behind his second serves. So that you have the big difference. Djokovic will, of course, punish Aslan Karatsev's second serve much more, and what the case will be vice versa, because Djokovic has a great second serve as well. Djokovic is going big on second serves as well, and he's not doing that many double faults considering how big he's going for the second serves. He did 2 double faults in this match, and that is not much considering how big he's going for the second serves. And Aslan Karatsev did also 2 double faults, even though he's not going that huge in second serves. And Aslan Karatsev does only 6 aces. Weak serve from Aslan Karatsev. And on in big points, Djokovic is just so clutch, man. He wins so many breakpoint opportunities. He had, I believe, 4 breakpoint opportunities in this match, Novak Djokovic, and he converts in, no, I'm sorry, not 4, 7 breakpoint opportunities, Novak Djokovic, and he converts 6 of them. You know, just look how clutch he is. 7 breakpoint opportunities, and he converts in 6 of them. That is really good, man. That is clutch tennis. So, Aslan Karatsev had 5 breakpoint opportunities and he won 2 of them. That is okay. But in big moments, Djokovic just raises to the occasion and he just shows clutchness tennis. And for me, Djokovic is the clutchest tennis player of all time. That is my personal opinion. I don't know if you guys agree, but Djokovic is the clutchest tennis player of all time. If you want to defeat Novak Djokovic, do it in 3 or 4 sets. If the match goes to 5 sets or to close 4 sets, he will defeat you. He will just lock in mentally, physically, consistency, you name it. He will just lock in and get in that zone, and he will refuse to miss, and you will miss in the end, and he will take that victory home, like he did against Alexander Sasha Zverev. He's just such a clutch beast, man. He's such a clutch beast. In big moments, he just raises to the occasion. And this was never a match. Djokovic, in the end, wins 88 points. Compare that with Aslan Karatsev, who wins 59 points. So Djokovic wins 29 more points than Aslan Karatsev. To win 29 more points than your opponent, that is a lot, guys. That is a lot. Trust me. So this was never a match, and to be quite honest, this was not that excited to watch. This was not so much fun to watch. I love close fights. I love even fights. I love toe-to-toe fights. This was never a fight. Congratulations to Novak Djokovic, 28th Grand Slam final, and to his 9th Australian Open final. He is the man to beat. He looks unstoppable. Tsitsipas and Medvedev, of course, they were out their chances, but I cannot go against Novak Djokovic after seeing Novak Djokovic how he's playing right now, especially how he's serving. Man, I don't know. Considering how he's serving, how you beat him? Just say how. And he has the returns he has always had. So just look, serving as a giant, returning as a giant, consistent from the baseline, clutchness. We should not forget the clutchness he has in him. That is Novak's medicine. Big serving at the moment, huge returning like always, and the clutchness like he has always had. So how will he defeat him? Just tell me how. You need to play your match of your life to defeat Novak Djokovic in the final. Your match of your life with many winners, little unforced errors, and challenging from baseline, serving big, returning big, and take your opportunities when you will get them. So this is a huge mountain to climb, guys. You are seeing what my point. This is a huge mountain to climb. When Djokovic has taken himself this far in Australian Open semifinals and the finals, he has never lost. He has never lost. He has done his best matches in Australian Open, in the semis and in the finals. He has never lost. Yeah, he has played, let me think, only 1 match in 5 sets in Australian Open finals, and that was against that famous 5 hours and 53 minutes against Rafael Nadal back in 2012. That is the only Australian Open final that someone has taken Djokovic to the absolute limit. That is the only match, guys. That is the only Australian Open final. All the other 7 finals he has won in straight sets or in 4 sets, guys. No, I'm sorry, Diego. I forgot Dominic Thiem last year. Dominic Thiem also pushed Novak Djokovic really, really hard last year in that final. So Djokovic has played only 2 Australian Open finals in 5 sets out of 8 finals that he has played before. So and now he will play his 9th Australian Open final. And look, Djokovic is not impossible to beat. Tsitsipas and Daniil Medvedev they will bring a completely different kind of level to the table on Sunday. Both of them. No matter who wins tomorrow. Both of them. Especially Medvedev. Medvedev, he will give Novak Djokovic his own medicine. Medvedev is a baseline machine. He refuses to miss. He has a big serve, not as big as Novak Djokovic, at least not at the current moment. He has big returns in Medvedev, but even there, he doesn't return as good as Novak Djokovic. Medvedev, I believe, is the hardest opponent for Novak Djokovic on Sunday. I truly believe that. So I hope Medvedev goes to the final. I have predicted he will go. I am curious to see what Medvedev can do against this serving clutch beast Novak Djokovic in 2021 ASL Open. But I'm still holding Novak Djokovic as the favorite to lift that trophy on Sunday. I just can't go against him. He's looking so furious, so ruthless, and serving like the best serving that I've ever seen Novak Djokovic do. By far, by miles, guys. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this 25 long minutes video. This was not a fun and exciting match to watch. This was not close at all. It was a one-side affair here. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.